right, again, so like, what is bass music? You know, like, let's just discuss this for a second. Like, what is the overall genre? Like, what makes it bass music? You know?
Not 120 BPM. Nor sometimes 120.
I think I made some 120 BPM. Yeah, I was just
definitely
about to
nothing to do with BPM, honestly, at this point. I think it's just anything that isn't house or techno right now, in terms of the general umbrella. But I think in the bubble we're in, it's like a different beast altogether. It's like misfit music.
I feel
weird
that.
shit.
I was listening to the new French Montana fucking album though, and it was produced by Harry Fraud or Harry Fraud. Harry Styles is the fucking actor or some shit.
Singer, but
oh yeah, alright. Well, not the producer, but it was kind of like bass music as well, dude. Honestly, I was listening to it in like succession of a bunch of EDM songs too, so I was like expecting it to be like one of our homies or somebody we knew, and fucking there comes French Montana in with the chorus, and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like, it really sounded like some experimental EDM shit up until then. So
I think a lot of people are drawing inspiration from it too, as well. It's like maybe one of the fastest growing sounds, I think, especially with the wubs right now.
Yeah, it's magnetic almost, you know.
How do you think like we can get like bass music to like, you know, just the general public out there, so they won't be so scared of the term bass music? Like, it's a kind of scary word for something.
Well, I think because it's still like, it has yet to become very tasteful. I think we've seen it with like techno and house. Like, it's been around for so long that like it's had so much time in a way to evolve and become like super tasteful. I mean, like what's popping right now in house, like with Dirty Bird and shit, like that shit is, no offense, Martin Garrix, but like your shit is not tasteful. Like honestly, compared to like what's popping off right now, and I think you're kind of seeing that with bass music. Not to hate on like rhythm or dubstep, I think like hats off to like pioneering a certain sound, but I think like there's so much yet to be explored, sort of still, the genre, that like people making it are learning like every day still, and they're like pushing the sound. I feel like it's definitely I don't know, it's ground zero right now.
Yeah, and it's getting younger and younger. I think we just had this conversation, like the kids that are producing right now are coming out with just straight heat.
Fire.
It's
straight
insane.
Fire. There's like 15-year-old kids like making the most insane dance floor shit, and they've never even been on a dance floor. You know what I mean?
No. Legally.
It's still about like the renegade scene and stuff, you know, like Oscar here's been throwing renegades for, you know.
That's my favorite shit. I mean, I think that's what it like drew me into this kind of music in the first place, was like that kind of stuff. I feel like that's the most like raw feeling you can get from like going to a dance music event in many ways still. I mean, like obviously I think like festivals are fun, especially when they're like transformational. But then again, that's just like a legal renegade, you know? That's like the vibe.
You're playing at Lightning in Bottle, right?
I am.
So how's that? Like, how do you feel about Lightning in Bottle?
Dude, I mean, it was kind of the festival, besides Symbiosis, that kind of put me onto this whole shit. I'm like more than honored and very excited for it. I've been like 6 times. This will be my sixth time actually. And I don't know, it's kind of like home for me, so.
First time playing?
Yeah, very stoked.
Is it your first time playing?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's fire. Damn.
Yeah.
Are they kind of like pushing forward the bass music scene?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, a lot of people in the lineup, it's very, they're one of the festivals that kind of pushes this like bubble of dope ass producers that I honestly think are like making some of the dopest art I've seen. Like, like I don't know, my friends are making like shit that I think is at a level like far higher than what is like considered like popular right now, you know?
Definitely. Like I feel like the West Coast might be a little bit more established in terms of this weird bass and bass music scene in terms of like festivals and stuff, but we're coming up, you know?
Yeah, East Coast is coming up hard right now.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Festivals, they come and go, but I think the producers, the talent, and everybody still fucking is there and hungry, you know?
Yeah.
So there's some steadies that have been there for a long time and continue to push the scene up there, do the renegade shit too, you know?
Dude, I honestly think the East Coast is like popping harder off right now.
Damn, alright.
I don't know, like I feel like I just see so much shit popping off over there at all times. And then like, I guess Denver isn't East Coast, but like they're not necessarily West Coast, and they're like the hub for bass music.
Very true. Yeah, there's shit going on in Michigan too, Chicago, you know, like the whole mid, like it's
Chicago,
great.
I feel like it's blowing up.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Detroit, man, they've always had like a good, solid, like heart for just culture, I feel like.
I think there's so many different. I think the reason why it's so interesting is because it's come out of so many different things. Like you got like side up and like weird like shit that like has this like reggae groove, and then you have like just straight tear out. I don't even know where that came from. Like rhythm can mean so many different things to so many people. Like I think there's just so many directions all this like stem from. Like, I think on one hand you have like the Caspa shit, dubstep shit. You have like the Bass Nectar vibe. I think there's a lot of like young talent right now in that like little crew of people. And I think like that's like its own thing. And you have like the like neuro hop guys, like the Cursor type shit, like more sound designy halftime. And then you have like the not as sound designy halftime. You have like the hip hop swaggy halftime, the Shades shit, Ivy Lab shit. And then you have like the Caspa shit. I would say like kind of is like the wubby shit that people are innovating in right now. I think that's like super hot right now, honestly.
Definitely the deep kind of. It's like
system
back to
music.
that.
Yeah, it's like peekaboo shit.
Yeah.
It's like got this like swaggy flow, and it's like minimal melts on systems. People are figuring it out, you know.
And the systems that are coming up right now are crazy. They're really bringing out this kind of music. I think that's just as important as the producers, is that these fucking sound engineers are doing it in their basement on their own like dime and shit like that. Like people like Hennessy and just like a ton of them. You know, it's not just like function ones anymore. It's like they're popping up every fucking day.
Voids.
Yeah, Voids, Tsunami. There's a couple other ones that there's one in New York for where Dub Day is played, and it's like literally subs hanging from the ceiling. It's got these cones.
Are they PKs? Oh, Voids?
No, it's something. It's maybe Gorilla something.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Have you ever played there? Dub Day?
No, I want to eventually. I haven't really played much in East Coast at all.
Sure.
I played in Oklahoma. That was like the furthest east I've been. But I shut down.
We gotta talk to Wade for you. You gotta see these things. They fucking hang from the ceiling. They got these long cones that like apparently bring the bass all the way to the back of the room, like evenly distributed.
It's definitely true in New York. I love New York.
No. It's a good day.
Oh, yeah.